What makes a good marketing campaign? I know we've all seen them. We've seen good ones, we've seen bad ones, but what makes the good ones good? What makes those good ones stick? And let's analyze it. Let's break it down. And I have an example of a recent campaign that a company did incredibly well. Okay, let's dive in. So, to start, a good marketing campaign is clear and simple. It has to be so clear and so simple because if it's going to get traction and it's going to spread like wildfire, everybody has to understand it. If you are driving down the highway and you glance up at a billboard, you need to be able to look at that billboard and be like, oh, got it. One sentence, 3 words, got the campaign, and you're still on driving. It has to be so clear and so simple, and you have to be able to get it and grasp it fast. That is the beauty of a really clear marketing message because people don't understand it if it's too complicated, if it's controversial, if it doesn't make sense when someone initially reads it. It's not going to spread like wildfire, and it's not going to become this crazy national effective campaign if people don't get it and it's not super clear. The second thing that a really good marketing campaign has is it's very targeted to the target audience. So the whole point of a marketing campaign is to either increase brand awareness, increase sales, increase reach of a brand. There's always a main objective. Brands aren't out here just doing marketing campaigns because it's fun. People and businesses put a lot of money behind marketing campaigns. A lot of capital, a lot of resources, a lot of team effort goes into these marketing campaigns that you want to make sure that it's effective and it targets the right people and the right people get it. You'd rather have a clear message that your target audience gets and that nobody else understands. That right there is proof of a successful marketing campaign. Yes, it's nice if other people can understand it, other people get it, but what really counts at the end of the day is that your target customer understands it and it's memorable for them in one way or the other. A good marketing campaign is also consistent. So I know you have heard the phrase, a customer has to see a brand or see something 7 times before they actually end up making a purchase or taking some sort of action. Similar situation here where you have to be really, really consistent and you can't expect that people are going to see it, remember it, retain it from one Facebook ad or one highway billboard. You have to, if it's done right and it's done well, you have to blast out that campaign across so many different channels and just keep retargeting them so that they can really see it, understand it, and reach the people that you want to reach. Because nowadays people are targeted so much by different ad campaigns, different social media posts. There's so much noise happening on the internet. It's even that much more important to just keep targeting people so you can get the message out there and reach the right people. I think there's a misconception out there that a brand will create this marketing campaign idea and put some resources behind it, put their team on it, create these beautiful assets, and then just release it out into the wild and just hope people are receptive to it. And that is not always the case. So for example, I was listening to a podcast with somebody in the C-suite level at Lululemon, and he was talking about how when they do nationwide campaigns, they test and they actually have marketing test groups that they go and they talk to their target audience and their target demographic, and they ask them hey, is this campaign idea a good one? Are you receptive to this? And they ask them so many different questions. And they also hold these test groups in all different areas, in all different states across the nation, so that they know after they've gathered up all of this information, yes, we should move forward with this campaign idea, or no, this is not a good idea at all. So it's you don't have to just hope for the best and just throw a campaign out there, that you can actually be really smart and strategic and get some initial feedback from your target demographic if it's a good campaign. So it's strategically smart so you can have the most success as possible with the marketing campaign. Let's talk about a marketing campaign that checks all the boxes that we talked about. So Glossier recently did a campaign with the WNBA, and the whole purpose of this campaign was to spread awareness of Glossier's foundation. So I love this campaign for so many different reasons because it's such a beautiful message that's clear, very simple, and then very tailored towards their target audience and their target demographic. Now, even taking it a step further, I thought this was especially cool because it's kind of taking two different elements to somebody, so like makeup and beauty and kind of more of that feminine energy, and it paired it with these WNBA players that are amazing, that are very successful playing basketball. And so I liked that kind of juxtaposition of both of those elements, that you can be feminine but also strong and masculine. And I thought that was really, really cool. And then I love the fact that they spotlighted all of these NBA players so that they can really get to know them and spread more awareness of like, hey, this is how I feel my best on court, off court. This is how I feel pretty. This is like what I do on my day to day. Like, so many of these women are mothers and mentors and entrepreneurs. It's really cool to have a moment to spotlight them and to really let them share their story. So I thought this was super cool, and I haven't seen many other brands do this, but it was very, very powerful, and it just hit home with their target audience and just helped spread awareness beyond what they could have without a really successful campaign like this. So I hope you guys thought that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.